Have you ever bought something super expensive, video game wise, of course, and then regret it? And what was that?
My item.
You're ready. You are. Wow, I triggered you good.
Yeah, this is what I always talk about this one sometimes too. So, you know how much I have for the Game Boy Color. It's a good system, but I found out there were some games on it released that I didn't know about. So, what's the most? Test your knowledge here. What's the most expensive game, or even sought after game on the TurboGrafx since you got one?
I have two. Magical.
Two?
Yes. Oh, because I'm a hoarder, right? And just hold all of them. Magical Drop. Not Magical Drop. Damn it.
Chase.
Magical Chase. I'm sorry. Yes, Magical Chase.
I found out that there was a Game Boy Color version.
That's right.
Yeah, so I had no plans on getting the TurboGrafx one. Obviously, it's too expensive. I was like, what the heck? And I looked at the video, and they're pretty much identical in a way. I mean, obviously, the sound is better on the TurboGrafx over the Game Boy Color, but you know, the Game Boy Color was a good port.
Yeah.
So I decided to pick it up on eBay.
Up. Yeah.
Complete in box, it was going for like I think almost close to $300. Right now, I had a good tax return. I was spending money all over the place getting my imports, but $300 is a lot of money to drop on a game.
Sounds like a responsible adult. Okay.
So I felt like, hey, everything was taken care of. So I said, I can spend a little money, but
there you go.
If you spend over $100 for a game, man, I usually have buyer's remorse. Even buying a new game at $60, you're gonna have buyer's remorse. Obviously.
Yeah.
Depending on the game, I mean, obviously $60 could go something, you know what I mean. So, I paid that money. I clicked it buy now, and I said, yes, I'm gonna have this game. And as soon as it went through, I said, oh my god, no, why did I do this? And I tried to reset it, and the seller like just took it because the seller knew he wasn't gonna sell it anywhere else, but he got me. So I regretted it, but then again, I was happy because I had that cool game. But if I had a choice to do it again, I probably wouldn't have done it because it's just hard to drop $300 on a game. And even that game, I feel like even though it's good to a point, it's kind of mediocre because the levels are too long. It's not like something like a shoot 'em up that I would play on a regular basis. You know what I mean? It's on the Game Boy Color. It does have some cool features like leveling up your weapons and stuff like that, but it's not anything I'm gonna play. Hey, let's play Magical Chase. Oh my god, I love this game. Like, no.
Yeah.
I play my other shoot 'em ups like something like Riding 5, Poppin' Twin B, you know, stuff like that. So you know, yeah. What about you?
You know what? The more you said something that kind of triggered instantly in my mind. You said, anytime you spend over $100 on a game, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
So
on one game.
On one game. Yes, on one game. So I'm gonna do a game, and then I'm gonna do like a limited edition one. Okay.
There we go.
The game is this: Sunset Riders for the Sega for the Super Nintendo. Okay. Now everyone probably out there is like, but that's a good game, and you really like it. So like it's a multiplayer game, and it's like it's not the arcade. So this is early into my collecting when I'm just like, you're learning everything. Everything's new, right? Bust ass virgin to all this stuff, right? And the thing is, Reggie, is that I played it and I was like, this is Sunset Riders. This is it. And then the other thing is that like to
you must have just played the arcade version or something like that.
I saw the arcade version and I didn't know the difference between it. And then I played it and I was like, this isn't fun. And to be honest, for me, those kind of games like that are fun when you play it with someone else. And that's the issue. So it's just sitting there. And I know like I paid $120 for it at the time.
Whoa.
It was hot at the time. Super Nintendo games were just skyrocketing for some reason, right? The SNES Classic hadn't come out at that time. And I just said to myself, damn, this sucks. So I would try to get friends to come over and play it. And then here's the other thing, right? Friends would come over and I'm like, all right, we're going to play this game. They're really hyped and everything. And they play it and they're like, yeah, I don't like this. You want to play a different game? And I'm like, we've barely gotten past the first level. And I spent $120
on this game.
Yeah, dude. So there's that. And then a collector's edition that I bought was stupid ass Tomb Raider for the Xbox.
Rise of Tomb Raider
for the Xbox 360. The one where she's like in the snow and anchoring something. And you know why I bought that stuff? A girl I was dating at the time was like, "Oh my gosh, I love Tomb Raider," and she'd cosplay as Tomb Raider, right? And I was like, "Oh, it'd be cool." And she wanted me to cosplay as Nathan Drake, right?
Did you do it?
Well, okay. So let me get the story, right?
All right.
So we were like, "Okay, cool." We're all excited about each other, and then like she legit went crazy. Like I don't know. One day she was like, "Okay, I graduated from college," and I'm like, "Congrats!" And she's like, "I applied for jobs this week and I didn't get any engineering jobs." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you just graduated from college with 1 week and no experience. Like, don't expect that stuff. You gotta go get like an internship." And she's like, "I can't do life. I'm joining the Marines." I was like, yeah, dude. And then here I am, dumbass, sitting with the Nathan Drake Uncharted limited edition statue and and the Tomb Raider statue. I was just like, damn, why did I spend money on this? I had to cut her off. Dude. I was like, I can't fuck any more crazy. So
you made the right choice. But I wanted to ask you this about Sunset Riders, though. Yeah. Just going back into that real fast. The arcade version of that game still hasn't been released. They are talking about, as far as I read, they were supposed to release some kind of Switch game of Sunset Riders, but we don't know what version it is. At least I don't. If you in the comments know about that, let us know in the comments.
And also type bustin' cheeks, because we haven't done that in a while.
Or just wig splitters. Go. But I'm hoping that they actually port that to some system, the arcade version, because the arcade version is a lot of fun.
A Switch would be great for that. A Switch would be super, super good for that.
Oh, I totally agree. The Super Nintendo version was the best out of the console versions.
Right. Released. The Sega Genesis does not look good. Doesn't sound good.
It is good. It's pretty good, decent. It's a good version of it because
some people like drugs.
Yeah, I guess so. The Genesis version actually plays a little bit like the arcade, where if you lose all your lives, you continue right from where you died at.
Okay.
So that's like putting a quarter in pretty much. Super Nintendo kind of like, if you lose all your lives, it takes you back to the beginning of the level.
Right.
That's annoying. Nintendo. That was Nintendo's way of kind of like making you, our Blockbuster, like you would rent the game again because you couldn't beat it.
Right.
Give them your money. So.
And you have to beat it on hard to get the real ending.
Did you?
Yeah. So that's what I found out with my friend when I was like, and I had to tell him, I was like, "Please, dude, I just want to like say I beat this game." He's like, "Yeah, all right." And so he hated the game so much. And him hating the game made me hate the game. You go through like all the bosses are cool. Mm-hmm. All the bosses are cool and very memorable. But it sucked, dude. It sucked. It was such a grind.
So that's your game, Sunset Riders. And then mine is going to be Magical Chase for the Game Boy. I regret it, but I'm not happy. I mean, I'm not upset that I own it.
Mm-hmm. I want my $120 back.